Today, we move into one of the most important transformations in our entire history, the rise of culture. Language, art, and early social structures. Let's start with the basics. By around 300,000 to 200,000 years ago, Homo sapiens had developed larger, more complex brains than any species before them. But having a big brain alone wasn't enough. What mattered was how we began using it. One of the earliest breakthroughs was symbolic thinking. This is the ability to understand that one thing can represent another. A mark in the sand can represent a number. A sound can represent an idea. A gesture can represent a feeling. Symbolic thinking is the foundation of culture. The earliest evidence appears around 100,000 years ago in places like Blombos Cave in South Africa. Archaeologists have found engraved pieces of ochre and tools decorated with geometric patterns. These markings weren't functional, they were expressive. They show that humans were beginning to think abstractly. Next came something even more transformative: complex language. While we don't know the exact moment language appeared, most scientists agree it emerged somewhere between 100,000 and 50,000 years ago. Language wasn't just about communication. It allowed humans to share ideas across generations. It made cooperation easier. It made teaching possible. It allowed groups to plan, strategize, and organize in ways no other species could. This leads into an important point. Social complexity grew rapidly. Early humans didn't live alone. They formed small bands of 20 to 50 individuals who relied on cooperation for survival. Within these groups, roles developed naturally: hunters, gatherers, caregivers, toolmakers, firekeepers. These roles weren't rigid or political yet, just practical. Evidence from burial sites shows that humans began forming emotional and symbolic connections with the dead. The discovery of grave goods items placed intentionally with bodies suggests beliefs about afterlife or respect for the deceased. This is the beginning of spirituality, another key milestone. Around the same time, something remarkable appeared: art. Cave paintings in places like Lascaux, France, and Chauvet date back up to 40,000 years. These paintings show animals, hunting scenes, and abstract symbols. This is critical evidence of imagination, storytelling, and the ability to pass down knowledge visually. Another major innovation was music. The oldest known musical instrument, a flute made from a vulture's wing bone, is over 40,000 years old. Music brought rhythm, ritual, and emotional bonding, strengthening group identity. By this period, humans were also enhancing tool-making skills. Thin blades, spears, and even early projectile weapons began to appear. Clothing made from animal hides became more sophisticated. People learned to create shelters using wood, bone, and hide. And perhaps the most significant development of all: long-distance cooperation. For the first time in history, groups began connecting with other groups, sharing resources, ideas, and even forming early trade networks. This meant information didn't just stay within one tribe. It could travel. It could spread. And once knowledge can travel, humanity accelerates. By 50,000 years ago, these changes created what scientists call the cognitive revolution, the moment humans became capable of culture. Art, religion, complex language, cooperation, and advanced planning. This is the foundation upon which all future civilizations were built.